Man alive, you useless NPC. I offered you every single one of my Buizel, and none of them were taller than 2'8". That is really weird. Alright. So I don't know if there's anything else to do in town. I don't know if I have to do anything else to have any other side quests open up or anything. I don't know if I can explore any of the other maps and get quests from the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan or whatever. It doesn't sound like there's anything I can really do when it comes to this. Except for wait for something to happen. And I don't know what I have to do to induce that. So, let's see, was there anything else I wanted to do? I really need to make up my mind, stop going in and out of these menus. Black Pokemon that appears around the Clamberclaw cliffs at night. Oh, you know what? You know what there is? Alright, Medi at the Fieldlands camp. I can do that. That's probably for Shaman. I still want to investigate the Silent Spring or the Slimy Spring Galaxy or whatever the thing by the coastlands was, where I suspect Giratina likes to hang out. But first, to the Fieldlands camp. Alright, that's gonna be you, apparently. You must be Dragonite, right? Hello, I heard about you from May. Thank you for taking on my request. I'll get right to the point. Once when I was little, I got lost here in the Obsidian Fieldlands. I was wandering around in tears when I stumbled across a beautiful field of beautiful flowers. That's where I met it, a Pokemon I'd never seen before. It gave me a flower and then set off walking as if to guide me somewhere, so I followed it. And it led me back to a place I recognized. Thanks to that Pokemon, I made it home safely. But I never got to properly thank it. I'd like to find it again and tell it how grateful I am. The only problem is I haven't been able to find that field of flowers, so I'd like you to help me. Here, this is the only clue I've got. Alright, please don't be another dowsing game. That is a Gracidia. Which I always in my head called Gardenia. Because that's a real flower. I don't know if the Gracidia is a real flower. But that is Shaman's flower, and I have to use that to find Shaman, I guess. Please find the field of Gracidia flowers here in the Obsidian Fieldlands for me. So in regular Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, the flower fields, which Shaman likes to hang around on the east side of Sinnoh. There's just a casual mass outbreak of Kricketune over there. But I guess I can try and find this. So let me see. Oh, you know what? Wait. I have an get that quest marker off the map. I have an idea. And I don't know how silly it is, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Like in regular Sinnoh, Shaman's flower field would be like around out here. I guess approximately where that hand is. I don't expect it to be there because she made it sound like Shaman could be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands itself. But let me just have a look around the Cobalt Coastlands. Like, I feel like it should be around here-ish. But I'm not seeing anything that's, like, indicative of, like, super flowers or anything of the sort. So, failing that, another place that I realized it could be is approximately on Ramanas Island. So we're going to be spending a bit of time there. We've been spending a bit of time there lately. I could be looking on Ramanas Island, and I could be looking in that location about where that guy was planting his rose flowers or whatever. It's definitely a little out of the way. Or maybe if not on the island, maybe like down that way, towards that end of the shore. For example, here, there definitely are a lot of flowers. Do I have to, like, use the key item or anything? No, not that. Do I have to, like, use the key item or anything? I can use on someone? I mean, I didn't think so. I don't have a Shaman. But first I have to find the Shaman. Oh, you know what? I think I know where I'm going. I was circling around Ramanas Island, and I remembered a particular location that I've actually passed by several times. And Let's jump on the back of our giant deer horse thingy to make this go a little faster. Somewhere in the vicinity of like around here, perhaps a little north a bit, there is a small area with a lot of flowers. Actually, perhaps a... You know what? Now that I'm just like strong, I'm gonna take on the Alpha Snorlax. I want to say you're only like level 35 or 40, so this shouldn't be that bad. I did fight a Mega Lopunny a little while ago, and it didn't go... It hit harder than I thought it was going to for a level 40, but you know what? Whatever. Snorlax, level 45. Right, so that's our Alpha Snorlax. Definitely get a decent amount of Pokédex experience for catching alphas. But I think it was somewhere up here. There was some sort of flower-related area. Alright, if I jump on your back, that'll go a little faster. Alright, I thought it was south of the Snorlax, but I guess this I'm on the right track. Over here, and now that it's raining, is there just gonna randomly be more outbreaks? No? Alright, fine by me. I don't know, what was that, an Alpha Luxio? What is this? Yeah, this looks important. We have a cutscene taking over. Oh, that's too bad. This seems to be the flower field Medi has been looking for. Is this the field from back then? The flowers may be withered, but I remember these surroundings exactly. This has to be the place. Excuse me, can you hear me, kind Pokemon? A long time ago I got lost out here and you guided me back. I don't know if I'd have made it home without you, so I just came to say... Thank you so much. The flowers! Oh, yes, please. Give me all the flowers. Flowers in video games are just, like, my favorite thing. And also in real life, but especially in video games. Shaman! How goes it? Thank you very much, Dragonite. Make sure to thank Mai for me for pointing me towards you as well. I suppose you'll be staying here to study that Pokemon? Well, good luck with your work. Take care. Alright. So I think it is time to catch ourselves a mythical Pokemon Shaman. And, of course, if I apply the... Hello. Can I pet? I cannot pet. Aw, rip. Of course, if I apply the Gracidia to Shaman, I will be able to turn you into Sky form, which is, if possible, an even cooler form of Shaman than just the base form. Alright. Look extremely happy. I don't know if I could have fought you, but I don't want to fight you. I just want to do this the peaceful way. Alright. But that's cool. So we've got ourselves the flower fields, which have come back to life. Glad to see that. They did look a little bit dead earlier now that I think about it. But, I'm gonna get out of here. And I'm gonna be making my way onwards and, probably doing some more side quests. You know what? Wait. Before I do anything of the sort... Don't know if you saw me. I think you saw me, so this won't be like one of those without being caught shots. But I did catch myself a Luxio, and that was an alpha specimen. So given that it is now raining, check on a few. Seeing at least 3 ought to give us some idea what's going on. Alright, so they re-randomized, and while it's still raining... I'm confused. Let me see if I can just speedrun this and, like, if I can just see as many as possible without necessarily catching them. Right, well, I didn't get that one in time either, but there is another quest popping up in Galaxy Hall, so I guess I'll do that. I tried getting the mass outbreak to reappear, but I guess some time has to pass between, like, when one ends and another begins, because just waiting for rain and then re-entering the map didn't seem to be doing it. Anyway, let's see. Some more requests. A peculiar Ponyta. I don't know why I said it like that. You must investigate for the matter of good science. Alright. Who do I have to talk to or do whatever or find a Ponyta for? I did find a bunch of Ponyta not too long ago. You can have one of those. Did it say who the quest giver was? I guess it'll have the floating marker above your head. If I activate it. What number was that? I've got a lot of complete quests here. Alright, wow. Peculiar Ponyta, 19. I guess that's one that only would have activated after I caught a Ponyta, so that's probably why I'm finding it now. But anyway. I did not mean to deactivate that, no. Hey, wait, come back. Activate that. Alright, so you are someone who's just down here. I'm not going to be going out of my way to get them all. I'm not going to, like, look up a list of the ones that, of whatever quests I'm missing after this, but, if they do appear, I will do them. Alright, so are you guys just... Do you just want a Ponyta or something? Here's the problem. A Ponyta like no one's ever seen before has appeared in the Horseshoe Plains. It looks so different than all the other Ponyta, it's a little scary to be honest. But when I told the professor, he got all excited about researching it, so we have agreed to... the Ponyta surveyed... We have agreed to have the Ponyta surveyed to see what's what. If you'd head to the Horseshoe Plains and catch the strange Ponyta for us, it'd really help us out. Okay. That's in the Obsidian Fieldlands. I guess I can go grab one. I don't know if it's going to be an alternate form or a shiny or what. But we shall make quick work of that. Charging through the world at high speed is so much fun, isn't it? Anyway, Horseshoe Plains are over here. Not too far from the spawn location. Or from the spawn location. From the entrance to the map. And we're going to have a cutscene taking over. Alright, let's fight a Ponyta. I'm sure this won't be difficult because, okay, that is a shiny, I think. Is this going to be teaching me about shiny Pokemon or whatever? It's an unusual Ponyta. Let's do this. I don't think this is going to be very difficult for me to do at all. Yeah, those are the sparkles, indeed. I guess I'll just, can I catch you without even fighting you? I have like 200 something Ultra Balls because I did go craft a bunch and then I did go buy a bunch and then, alright, that's going to be our Ponyta. So we've caught that, and it's time to report back. That is going to be my, I think, first shiny of the game. I don't know if shinies are even available as of this point before you've done this quest or whatever, because I feel like the shiny rate has been a little higher in the last few generations, and not having even seen one with all the Pokemon running around on the overworld does seem a little bit unusual with all the hundreds of Pokemon I've caught and not caught. But, alright, research level 8 already. Number of heavy specimens, that counts as. Interesting. Investigating a sighting of an unusual Ponyta counts as a research point. Alright. Sir, I have your Ponyta. You want to have a look at it? It's shiny. Oh wait, it was Galar? I thought it was shiny. I thought it had the sparkles. Galarian Ponyta is... Wait. Am I losing my mind? I mean, don't answer that. But that's one side quest. I got a reward. It wasn't a very big reward. Again, I could have done this many, many videos ago. I just needed to have a Ponyta in my Pokedex. But let me see if I can go get another mass outbreak to trigger. I looked it up, and apparently you have to actually, like, defeat all the Pokemon in it instead of just seeing what their names are. Which, okay, yeah, there's another mass outbreak now. Which might kind of made it sound like you just had to see what they were instead of defeating them all. So let's go defeat them all, or catch them all, or whatever. Depends on what they are. Alright, so that's 3 outbreaks. I'm not going to show all that because it was a lot of just battling and throwing balls and stuff. But I've caught myself a Weirdeer, which actually apparently is an actual Pokemon and not just like some special thing that I had to do to, you know, ride around on one. That was actually a Pokemon that I could catch. I did not realize that. I guess it's probably an extra evolution of Stantler or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I've caught 6 Pokemon. Most of them are Stantler. One of them is a Weirdeer. And, alright, that'll be some money and currency and whatever, and I can finally report back to May and tell her that I, like, did a thing. Alright. Couple completions. I don't know, I feel like Shinx and Staravia would have already been completed, but I just got more progress. towards them. Anyway, let's see. I can keep it up. I can go talk to May. Thank you for your investigation in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Oh, that's all you're gonna say. All right. Did you learn anything else about the mass outbreaks? Yeah, they're great for just like experience. They're always in pouring rain. What could that mean? Do Pokemon gather when there's especially heavy rain? Yeah, usually it's the opposite. I wonder whether Munchlax was reacting to the rainstorm or to the mass outbreak itself. We'll just have to investigate further, but how best to do so? We've had a good look around the Obsidian Fieldlands, but it's only raised more questions. That frown doesn't suit you at all. Alright, it's that old lady with the Monestra in her backpack.
Hey.
Kalaba. Mass outbreaks that occur during rainstorms, I've never heard of such a thing. But of course, life is full of surprises. After all, it's not often that Pokemon from far beyond our world appear in the Temple of Sinnoh, after all. Perhaps these Pokemon are reacting to the arrival of mighty Palkia. Why don't we just head back to Jubilife Village? A razor shop may be a good place to visit. The girl's place is awfully popular, after all, and where people gather information bounds. Of course, the hairdressers. What? Is that just, like, waiting for people to walk into the hairdresser and, like, spread gossip that might be useful to you or whatever? I don't follow. Anyway. So we're going to the hairdressers. You've given me 30 tumblestones, so that's for catching. Appropriately enough, since that's something that you'll likely be doing a lot of on this quest. But let's go back to town, get out of the rain, and we can go and... I don't know, I don't really think I need a haircut. I did go through the hairstyles earlier, and I'm pretty sure that I liked what I had better than any of the available ones. But, alright, you guys. Mistress Kalaba's waiting for you. Come on in. I just noticed all the diagrams and the drawings on the back. I heard all about those mass outbreaks. I bet there are all some... What? I think she said I bet there's all sorts of Pokemon, but I didn't catch the entire second half of that sentence. It's like what I heard from a customer who came here from Johto. Apparently, on nights where the full moon Clefairy get together and dance, it's basically a gathering of Pokemon that only happens when certain conditions are met. Sounds pretty similar to mass outbreaks, don't you think? So you are referring, I believe, to the, like... the Clefable event, the Clefairy event that happened on Mount Moon. Although that would be in Kanto, wouldn't it? So massive mass outbreaks could be a festival for Pokemon to enjoy the rainstorms. Yeah, and I've been running in, breaking them up, and putting them in Pokeballs. How awful. It seems that it seems to me you're still biting your tongue, Eraser. Have you heard anything else? Well, I did hear something weird from a Diamond Clan friend of mine. They said there was a mass outbreak of alphas in the Crimson Mirelands. Alright, how fun. But seriously, do alphas ever gather in groups? My friend must have made a mistake, right? Alphas grouping together. If this is part of a massive mass outbreak, it sounds dangerous. Even the Lady of the Ridge would be no match for a mass outbreak of alphas. It's natural to wonder about the unknown. That's why Dragonite is investigating for us, no? To put our concerns to rest. You're right, it seems our next step is to investigate the Crimson Mirelands. Alright, am I gonna have to do one of these in every single one of these regions? Anyway. I'm pretty sure the plant in Kalaba's backpack is supposed to be a Monestra. You can see it's got sort of these, like, spiky fruit things on it. There's a lot of plants that have leaves like that, but I think that, like, the spiky fruits on it is sort of the giveaway. The leaves aren't fenestrated, but, look, I'm a plant nerd. I like to look at technical art in video games, I like to look at flowers in video games, and I like to look at flowers in real life, so what do you want? So let's go to the Crimson Mirelands, and let's see if there's anything we can do here. I say that rhetorically, I know exactly what we're going to be doing here. Alright, so let's try to start moving this along a little bit faster. That is Melly. I thought you lived in a different region, but what do you want? I heard rumors that you're investigating massive mass outbreaks. Alright. You want to gather evidence of something. Alright. You've earned your keep today. The reason these Pokemon have been mysteriously gathering in rainstorms is... Oh, for the love of God, hurry up. Alright, sit down. You're sleeping in the garden shed tonight. It's difficult truth to accept right away, but the awe I inspire as both sun and shadow to Adam is clearly apparent to Pokemon. Alright, I'm not listening to anything that you're saying. You're gonna give me some Agua berries, and those are gonna do, I don't remember what those do. They're one of the EV berries, I think. But we can, Alright. Please, be off. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. Munchlax has some thoughts about what just happened. He was very shy and withdrawn as a child until one day he announced he was going to work hard to help Adaman. I was happy to see him grow more optimistic, but I fear he may have taken that to extremes. But the Agua berries, where could he have found them? Did you just eat some of the Agua berries? I need to lie down. Alright, your fancy map is responding to Munchlax again, and we've got... Okay, so they're labeled this time. I see one of them has a berry icon over it. And one of them has the star. Does that mean... Is the one with the star going to be, like, stronger than the other ones? Anyway, where is the nearest fast travel point? Why can't I fast travel to the Bogbound camp? Like, I feel like I should be able to. Anyway, no. No. Alright, I guess I just can't fast travel from there. Oh, because we're still in the middle of a cutscene. Huh, I knew that. Alright, so... I guess this will allow me to seek out outbreaks that I haven't... You can give Agua berries to Mize Munchlax to find out what Pokemon are appearing at each location. I can use this to try and go after Pokemon I haven't caught yet. For example, there is a Pichu. I think I've caught Pichu. There is a Scyther. That's an example from... Oh, that's an example from the other map. Alright, that's not this map. Yeah. You got quite a racket there going, Munchlax. Whatever. So those are gonna go to storage, and... Turtwig. Interesting. Bonsly. Alright, let's go fight some Turtwig. And here's a Wisp. Good to have another one of those.